Aung San Suu Kyi's party remains confident of a landslide victory as official results trickle in from Myanmar's general election.
Min Zaw Oo from the Myanmar Institute for Peace and Security joins us live from Yangon for more on the elections that are going on there. Tell us then, the NLD was always expected to win, but it says it's done better than expected. Is it doing better than you expected as well? And what are the likely reasons for this?
Yeah, a lot of analysts consider the NLD will win a landslide, or at least they could win to the extent that they could form the government. One of the reasons was that we have lodged about 5 million the first-time voters. So a lot of young people went to the poll and supported our political party. So another reason was that Aung San Suu Kyi is still the political icon, and people trusted her without even looking at the performance of her political parties. So that was the two main reasons. And also the people trust to Aung San Suu Kyi remain steadfast.
And adding to that as well, many residents turned up and vote despite COVID-19, some even queuing for hours. What do you think are some of the, other factors that galvanize these people to turn up?
The turnout rate is very likely to be the same from the last year. So we didn't have the exact number, but it could be probably between 65 and 70. So that could be the turnout rate. But on the other hand, as I said, one of the reasons was the youth voters, the first-time voters. These people, especially after the military chief gave a speech to the country, and a lot of people consider that was a challenge to democracy, and that was also become a force behind people who are coming to vote for the NLD.
Yeah, so there were many first-time voters, as you mentioned, but there were also those in the conflict regions that were barred from voting. Do you think this would have much of an impact on the final election results?
Not very much. So those people who could not vote constitute about 4.4% of the total voters. Their result could not make a little dent on the NLD victories, because the NLD have a much more significant number than what they can form the government. So these numbers will not be significant to the NLD victories. However, in Rakhine State, the western part of Myanmar, we're talking about 70% of voters, so 1.2 million of voters from significant segment of the ethnic group, they could not vote. So that will be the major obstacle for national reconciliation in the future.
Thanks very much for your insight, Min Zaw Oo there from the Myanmar Institute for Peace and Security.